If you invested $1,000 at a 10% annual return without investing any more, it would take you 7 years to double your money. If you left it invested for 10 times longer, so 70 years, your wealth would not multiply by 10. It would multiply by nearly 800 times. You may have heard of a chap called Albert Einstein, who described compounding as the 8th wonder of the world. Here is why you should begin investing as early as possible, and why it's not too late to start. As always, this is not financial advice. Compounding is a term that's used to describe the reinvestment of investment earnings. Basically, your investments bring you your returns, and then the returns also start earning returns. At the start, you don't really see much difference, but over time, your returns begin getting larger and larger. They compound. It's like when you were a kid and hit the equals button over and over on a calculator. Or maybe that was just me. This effectively would be what you see investing $1,000 with a 10% return. The first year you may have $1,100, the second year $1,210, but fast forward 20 years and you're sitting on $6,700. This might seem slow. If you went on and lived another 50 years, your initial $1,000 investment would be worth nearly $800,000 like in our first example, which, although nice, would probably not be much use to you at that point. Notice though how the increases get larger in the later years. This shows you the power of compounding with time. Luckily, there is a faster way. That is to hit the like button and to subscribe. To supercharge returns, you need to add more consistently. Think of each pound or dollar as a worker that will bring back 10% of its value every year. So, what would be an easy way to increase what you get back? To add more workers. Here's the previous example of $1,000 invested once over 20 years. Now let's see what happens when you invest $1,000 per month. This time, we've gone from $0 to $718,000 in 20 years, shaving nearly 50 years off our previous example. But there's something else you need to see. Let's say we want to retire at 55 with $1 million. Starting from 0 at age 40, you would need to invest around $2,500 a month and average 10% returns per year. What if we started investing 5 years sooner, at 35? Then you would only need to invest around $1,400 a month, nearly half as much. If you were really lucky and started at 20, you would only need to invest $295 a month. This is why delaying investing until your income increases can be a hindrance. Although you'd be investing more per month, you wouldn't be giving as much time for compounding to work, which is where the magic happens. Of course, these are theoretical examples. In real life, the return rate may change, inflation and taxes need to be considered, but you can see the principle. What we're getting at here is 3 main points. The first being the longer you allow compounding to work, the larger the gains you see, especially in the later years. The second is fairly clear. The more you invest, the more returns you expect to see. These are great for younger people watching because time is on your side. But it's not always possible to begin investing early. So the third thing to mention is that it isn't too late for the older people either. Our example was held over 20 years. This means if you started investing $1,000 a month at age 40, you could still feasibly retire at 60 with over $700,000. Investing is a long game. Giving compounding time to work should be more of a focus than waiting and investing higher amounts later. Comment down below at what age you began investing and what your strategy is.